Linguini la noche, linguini la noche. You know, you just got to get it flowing, get it flowing off the tongue.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I'd rather just go into it without
How
practice.
now, brown cow? If you can't say that at least 10 times in a row, then you're not prepared.
All right, let's see you say it 10 times in a row.
No, I did it already. I don't have to do it now.
You didn't do 10 times in a row. That's all I'm saying. You made a pretty bold claim just now saying that you got to do it 10 times in a row.
I could have done it
And
ten
all I'm
times in a
saying is
row.
that you definitely did not even do it 5 times in a row.
I could have done it 5 times in a row.
But you didn't.
Because I don't have to prove myself to you, bro.
But if you're gonna make claims and statements like that, I think you got to be able to back it up. And right now, you haven't backed it up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I need you to go do it. I'm just saying.
All right. You know what? Just to shut you up, I'll give you five. I'll give
All right.
you five.
That's not 10, but okay.
How now, brown cow? 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 What?
You got like an accent towards the end of that.
It starts out like, right? How now, brown cow? Like, like I can see that being yelled across like a Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah.
How now, brown cow? Yeah, no, I'm
All right, I'll accept it. That was good enough.
okay.
That was good enough for me.
That's okay with you. It's okay with me.
Yeah.
Um, but we're here. Bingeaholics Anonymous. Game of Thrones, season 7, episode 4. Action.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you for a second.
Okay, stop me.
Appreciate the clapper, but I realized that the clapper doesn't say Game of Thrones, and it doesn't say what episode we're on. I'm pretty sure it says Dusk Till Dawn, which is definitely not what we're talking about.
No, no. I was wondering how long it would take someone to notice that. Um, I don't know where my chalk is, so
Okay.
so I just haven't changed it. Yeah, that's the date on it is 4/26. So
I didn't notice that.
it's like
But
3+ months, like almost 4 months old at this point. But yeah, we make do with what we have.
yeah,
Um,
sometimes you don't have chalk, and takes you 6 months to get chalk.
I mean, like chalk isn't. It's not like not having shampoo or not having deodorant. Like not having chalk, it's like okay, it's like what else do I need chalk for? Like literally, the only thing I need chalk for is for something that I do for my podcast once a week for 2 seconds that no one even listens to. It's like
Well, you
I'm
don't
gonna
know
go. Well, I don't know that. That's true, but very well. You get the point. Even if a lot of people listen to it, I wouldn't go out and buy chalk just for them. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for me.
Hold on. So if we had like 1 million people listening to us right now, right? Like that was our following.
Yeah,
You wouldn't get chalk for them if they were like, if like all 1 million people were like, "Yo, can you get some chalk and like update that shit?" You wouldn't do it.
I would do it for me. I wouldn't do it for them.
Okay.
But that being said, I feel like it kind of plays into like our charm, our kind of like unprofessional charm. Like we always kind of air out our grievances on here, and
True.
like we do all of our planning for the show on here. We don't talk about anything like off the air. Basically, everything is on the air. So like I don't know. It's kind of part of our charm, I guess. Like
Okay.
that we just don't have chalk. We just use the same one over and over.
It's part of the charm. We're just unprepared
Yeah,
with
just like
chalk.
unprepared, lazy. Like you guys didn't hear this, but um, right before we were about to start recording, I realized that the clock was on the other side of the room, and it took me a good like 2 or 3 minutes just to stand up and go get it.
It did. It definitely did. I'm actually surprised you did get up to get it.
I am too. I'm proud of myself.
Now, did you get up and get it because you just didn't want to hear me bitch about it, or because you actually wanted to get it?
I knew it was the right thing to do.
Okay.
Um, like especially because it was up here. If it was downstairs, there's no shot I was getting it. But the fact that it was like right next to me, like well, not no across the room,
Okay.
I kind of felt obligated because I had not been using it for a while, and I
Yeah.
want to deprive you or our fans of all the festivities that accompany our podcast.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Um, yeah, that's the clapper, man.
Yeah, so maybe just get some chalk at some point.
Yeah, but
Just for me,
for
just
you,
once. I mean, just once for the season finale. For the season finale of Game of Thrones, I would like the clapper to say Game of Thrones season finale.
okay, all right, we'll see. We'll see if
I
we
don't
can
think
make
that
that happen.
that's asking too much. You know, that gives you some time to get it in case you forget. You know, you have time.
Okay, all right,
Not, yeah.
we'll talk about it off air.
Okay.
Um,
Well, something we could talk about on air is a question I have for you, and that's what you've been watching.
oh, I have a couple things I'm kind of bouncing around between. Um, okay, I'm gonna go with I watched Gangs in New York today.
Oh, okay.
Little bit of a throwback. Daniel Day Lewis, Leo, Cameron Diaz. Fun fact: John C. Riley's in there.
Really?
Yeah, he's like the cop or something.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's in it. But yeah, no, it's a cool movie. I mean, 'cause I think it's kind of like loosely based on like true happenings, right? At
I
least
think
more
so.
so the stuff at the end with like the riots.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Yep.
think like that's more like what it was kind of based on. Kind of they kind of filled in the gaps in there, I guess, with
Yeah.
Leo and him. But I think it was a Scorsese movie.
Was it?
I think so because I was watching it on Amazon and it had like other movies by Scorsese, so I assumed that
Yeah. Okay.
that was him. But yeah, I mean, great cast, awesome story. It's kind of long, 2
It
hours
is a long
40,
movie. Yeah.
45 minutes. But it's like it's definitely a movie that if you haven't seen it and you have the time, you should definitely see it.
Oh, absolutely.
It is Scorsese. I just looked it up. It kind of takes place in New York in like the 1850s, 60s, whatever. Like, and it takes there's two different sides. There's the natives, the people who would be like the modern day Trump supporters. Just talk about how like we're actually Americans, and then there's kind of like the Irish immigrants and all that are on the other side, and it was pretty lawless back then. They just kind of did whatever, so it gets kind of a little bloody, but it's a good movie. Leo is I don't know, he plays that. I feel like it's almost the same role as him in The Departed because he's kind of like
Yeah.
undercover.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Like
right.
he gets in like real close with like the guy that he has to like kill eventually.
Yeah.
But
That's They were a couple months ago. They were playing that on the movie channels a lot,
yeah,
and I would just like if I was flipping through and I saw it on, I just leave it on.
yeah, no, yeah, it's just I'm not just a cool like kind of like a gritty movie, just like dirty New York.
Oh,
I don't know.
absolutely. Like I said, like it's just crazy to think about. Like that's probably just how like lawless. Well, like doesn't Daniel Day Lewis doesn't he like just kill a politician in the street
Yeah, he
with
just
like a
like
fucking butcher's knife and just everybody's just like, oh shit,
yeah,
okay,
he just like throws like a meat cleaver at this guy's back, and while he's on the ground, he just like picks up like a giant club and just starts bashing his brains in front of everybody.
yeah,
It's like, yo, dude,
and
like
he got away
chill
with
out.
it,
Yeah,
right? Did he get away with that? No, nobody fucking came to arrest him. So
yeah, no, I think that they ended up like fighting over it. Like at the end, like people were upset about that, and they decided to go fight him. But yeah,
right,
no, I mean he didn't get arrested. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess there was just no cops back then, or nothing they could do at least.
they were too scared.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess they have guns. I don't even know if they had guns, but
They did, but I think it was kind of like
this was little like what,
yeah,
like
it was like
pea shooters, whatever,
yeah,
marshmallow guns.
ones the to the reload one bullet at a time type shit. I think is what they had.
Yeah, there was one scene where Daniel Day Lewis is like someone tries to assassinate him, and the guy just runs up and just like shoots him like dead in the chest, and he's like fine after he's like walking around like
Yeah,
standing over the guy after like someone else tackled him. It's like, dude, you just got shot like it. clearly not a good gun, and you just got shot like in the chest, and you're just walking around being crazy and shit. But
Or he's just that much of a badass.
yes, that's possible too. That's possible too. But yeah. So I mean, check it out. Gangs in New York. Good flick. Real good flick. Um, yeah, I guess we'll just hop on in. Um, so season 7, episode 4. There wasn't a whole lot of different stuff that happened in this episode, and it was actually shorter than normal. It was like
Yes.
50 minutes.
It was
Like even it's like 45 minutes. Like by the time the song played and everything, it was over by 9:50.
Yep. It was the shortest episode I want to say of the series.
That's a little like to have that happen in the last 2 seasons when it's like the shortest.
Yeah, it does suck. But I heard something about that next season. Even though they're dropping an episode altogether, each episode's going to be over an hour long. Like some of them are going to be close to an hour and a half.
Okay, that I could do.
So I guess
so. It's like you're just watching a movie every week.
yeah, basically, right? So I guess if they do that, I'm okay with them like cutting an episode to be 50 minutes long.
Yeah,
But I thought it ended really quick too. I was just like, dude, really? Like, wait, what's going on right now? Why is there not like an extra 10 minutes of shit?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we had. I guess we'll start off with Arya, because why not? Let's do it. So she finally gets home to Winterfell. She gets reunited with Sansa, Bran, all that. By the way, Bran is like such a creepy little fuck now.
He really is.
He's just like calling these girls out like their deepest, darkest secrets, and he's just like, yeah, like that time and blah blah blah. And they're just like, how the fuck did you know that?
Yeah, he's just I think like because he's now the three-eyed raven, like he's like fucked in the head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was that whole kind of thing with what's the girl's name? Is it Yara? No, not Yara.
Oh no, Mira or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Mira. And she's like leaving, and she's like all upset, and he's just like, okay, thanks. Like super like like out of it. He's just like he always just looks like he's just kind of stoned. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
That's
like her
cool.
brother died to help him and everything.
Yeah.
And he's just like, thanks, bye, have fun.
Yep. Be
Hey,
well.
he's super emotionless, but I think it's because like you gotta think about it, like he had the history, the future, like everything just downloaded into his head at once. So I think he's just completely like fucked in the head right now, and he doesn't know how to like cope. And I think there's a disconnect between like like him being human at this point, because he even says like I used to be Brandon Stark, but now I'm not.
Yeah, no, and Mira even said like a piece of you died in that cave, or no, like Bran died in that, or something along those lines.
Yep.
But it yeah, I mean, like this three-eyed raven thing. Obviously, the other guy was just like posted up in that tree for like 1,000 years or whatever. So it's something that like kind of really just takes you over. Like that's if you're the three-eyed raven, like there's no room for family or kids or whatever. Like you're the three-eyed raven. You have to make sure everything happens the way it's supposed to happen.
Yep. Sucks.
Yeah. It's not fun. Like like everything is spoiled for you. Like you have all the spoilers for everything because you just know what happens. Like at all times, it's like there's no surprises. You're never like, oh wow, I didn't think that was gonna happen. It's like, nah, I knew that, and then this is gonna happen. Yep, see it just happened. Yeah,
like maybe that's why he's just so bleh.
Yeah, he's just like nothing to get excited about anymore.
Yeah, like you can't be happy anymore.
No,
at all.
No, I get it, man. Now I get it. At first, I didn't like him. I thought he was like a little whiny bitch, but it's like I get it. It's just like, dude, I know all of this stuff already. It's like it's tough, man. It's tough.
He's just really
knowing
depressed.
everything. I know how he feels. Like I just knowing everything is tough, man. Weighs you down.
Oh, so you know how? Okay, so
I know everything.
what? So shut the fuck up. I don't want to even like begin
What
to discuss
what
this right now. Okay, you know everything. I'm gonna give you a test. What's gonna happen tomorrow to me on my way to work?
you're gonna run over an armadillo, and it's gonna flip your car.
Okay.
Because he's gonna go in his shell, and it's not gonna he's not gonna burst, and it's just gonna corkscrew you.
Now, am I gonna die?
No, but you will shit yourself.
Okay, so you know what? Tomorrow, if that happens, I'll believe you. But if it doesn't happen, I'll be just very disappointed.
Okay, yeah. So everyone, tune in next week to see what happens if Paul runs over an armadillo and shits himself.
Yes, we'll find out on the next episode
Find
of
out
Bingeholics.
so you have to listen. You have to listen.
Yep, see we're
Next
roping you
one.
in.
Yeah. No, that actually happened to my cousin's husband in Florida.
Wait,
Yeah, he ran over an armadillo on the highway
and it flipped his car?
and it flipped his car. Yeah.
Holy fuck! I didn't. Okay, I didn't even think that was like possible. I just thought that was really absurd. But
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, you're driving down the highway going like 80 or whatever, and you run over an armadillo, like it goes right under your tire. Like those things have like hard shells. If you yeah, obviously it's dead afterwards. It's not like it's totally fine, but like if that kind of raises your tire a little bit and you're going that fast, like you kind of
yeah,
you know it happens. But yeah, so that's just keep an eye out for the armadillos tomorrow.
I'll keep an eye out. They're probably in New York, so never know.
Yeah, or maybe what's gonna happen is that's not actually the vision I saw, but I'm telling you that so that you could look for the armadillo and avoid it. It was never going to happen because I was going to tell you all along to look out for armadillos.
Yeah.
You didn't know how to react to that.
No. I didn't. But I guess that makes sense if you can see everything, because then you'd be able to see what you're gonna do. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's reel it back in. But another thing with Bran is Littlefinger gives him the dagger that was used to kill him or to try to kill him.
Yes.
I don't. What do you think? I've been trying to figure out because like Sansa said, like Littlefinger doesn't just like give stuff out. Like there's like what do you trying to think why he would give that to him? It's like first of all, it's an awful gift to give to somebody. It's like if someone has like cancer and they have like a surgery to remove it. It's like, oh, here's this like thing that was just given the tumor, like in a little gift bag. Like that's not something you do.
I mean,
I'm
so I
trying to
don't
figure out
know.
why he would do it.
I don't know why he'd give him the dagger, but I'm sure Bran like knows that Littlefinger gave the dagger to the assassin, right? Isn't Littlefinger the one that set that all up?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Or he stole the dagger from Tyrion.
And he gave it to Cersei, right? Or
No, he stole the dagger from Tyrion, and then he gave the dagger. Yeah, okay, no, it was him then, because I think what happened was he stole the dagger from Tyrion, who had it. He gave it to an assassin, and then hired the assassin to go kill him.
yeah, no, I mean that sounds right. I thought Cersei was involved some way.
Or maybe Cersei
Well,
hired the assassin, and then Littlefinger stole the dagger from Tyrion, and then gave the dagger to the assassin before he left.
yeah, well, just because I think what had happened is this was like recently, like soon after he fell from the ledge
Yeah.
or fell from the tower, so he wasn't like up yet. So I'm pretty sure Cersei. I was like say her name weird. Cersei hired somebody, whether it was Littlefinger or whoever, to because I mean she had the reason to kill him.
Yeah.
You know, Littlefinger had no reason to kill him, but yeah, no, Littlefinger was definitely involved. I'm just not sure how much. Whether he was just kind of like Cersei came to him, just like, hey, like I need this kid killed. You got a guy? He's like, yeah, don't worry, I got a guy, and like hooked it up like that, or if he was like proactive, like, hey, we should kill this kid.
Yeah, I don't remember either, and I don't know why, like he would actually give him the dagger, but I know Bran like said something like chaos is a ladder.
Yeah, well, that's so okay. That's yeah. I wanted to talk about that because that's he's Littlefinger has said that before, but like
Yeah.
in private conversations with other people. Like I'm pretty sure he had it with Sansa, and he might have had it with Varys at one point in time.
Yeah.
He says that, and that's like how he's climbed up. But like the fact that Bran like knew that and said it, like you could tell like he was kind of shook by that.
Yeah. Yep.
He's just like, yo, what the fuck? How does this kid know like my motto?
I think Littlefinger's time in Westeros is coming to an end because I feel like now everybody like doesn't trust him. Like they know not to believe anything he says. Like
Yeah,
Arya knows that, Sansa knows that, Jon knows that.
yeah,
Um, the guy from the Vale
yeah. The
that
general guy or whatever.
yeah, like he
Yeah,
he started coming into the show a little bit now, and like he was like a prominent figure in like the army in the north now, right? Like he was like advising people and shit like that. So I don't
yeah.
know. I think maybe Littlefinger's gonna get killed off, which I'd be okay with.
No, yeah. I mean, he. I don't know. He's just like he always kind of like disappears, and he just like pops back up like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
So like I feel like he's gonna kind of lay low for a little bit. He might like start like feel the heat start turning up, and like you know what, I'll just kind of dip out.
come back later.
Yeah, come back
People
later
forget
when
about him.
everyone kind of is onto something else. That's
I
what
don't
he
know.
does.
I'd be okay with him dying though.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Littlefinger.
He's too weird,
He's
creepy.
too yeah. It's the whole like mother daughter thing, and just yeah, I don't know. Well, not even the mother daughter thing. Just like eh, he's just so much older. I don't know. It's just it's a weird
Like
situation.
he always talked about like Catelyn Stark and how much he loved her, wanted to be with her, and all this shit. Then he starts going after like her daughter Sansa when she was like young.
Yeah,
He's like just saying creepy shit to her. So it's like, dude,
yeah. I mean, like you know, the actress is a little bit older than the character's supposed to be in the
yeah,
books, I think. But you know, if you go by the book timeline, she's probably supposed to be around like 15, 16 when he first starts like when he first like finds her
yeah,
and you know whatever is like looking after her, and he's like, you know, they kiss a couple times, whatever. He's like, this dude's like 45 and he's making out like 15-year-old. It's a little weird.
exactly.
It's a little weird.
It's fucking creepy. So he's overstayed his welcome.
Definitely
Time
overstayed
for
his
him to go.
welcome. Yeah, but so yeah, he gives Brandon the dagger. Again, not sure why. Weird memento, but Bran ends up giving it to Arya. Now
Yes,
she has it, and I'm changing my theory again. I think she's going to use that blade to kill Cersei
really.
because that's no. But like, I kind of that thought kind of crossed my mind. I was like, would that be like because she sent the person to kill Bran? So like, you know, it'd be kind
Yeah,
of poetic. She gets killed with her own dagger.
I'm gonna stick to our previous theory
Night King,
of night. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Night King. Yeah, we
I
won't
think that
go.
the dagger will come into play because she's gonna
Well,
have the dagger while she's impersonating the Night King.
true, true. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
Okay,
you're still right
that's how she's gonna kill the Night King with the dagger.
because it's Valyrian steel.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Our theories
It's
true.
all listen, it's lining up.
It's lining up. We got it.
Yeah, no, it's all fallen into place. But I mean, speaking of kind of Arya and her lists, how badass was it when like Sansa's asking her about the list, and she was like, "Who else is on your list?" She goes, "Well, not many people. It was a lot longer." It's like, "Well, what happened?" It's like they're all dead,
Yeah.
and she's just like, she just kind of had like a smirk. She's like, "Oh damn," it's like that.
Yeah, like they're all. I feel like all the Stark children have like changed drastically,
Oh, for sure.
except for like Sansa.
Well, no, I mean Sansa's a lot more like she's smart. Like she's not obviously she's not a fighter. She's not like I wouldn't say like a leader, but she's a maneuverer.
Yeah, but she's still like I feel like whiny and shit like a kid, whereas like everybody else is like grown up.
Yeah, no,
Like
but
for how smart she is, she still didn't get through her head that she can't fucking undermine the person that they choose to be the king. She's just like standing. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah,
chill.
no, honestly, I think that's like a little bit of Cersei coming out in her because she
From
was
being
in
around her.
from being around her, and she, you know, obviously like Cersei, maneuvered her way into being the queen of Seven Kingdoms. So like,
Yeah,
and Sansa, like you're saying, she's smart. She definitely took some notes from her while she was there. So I don't know. I feel like she just kind of has that kind of just like I don't know, just not wanting to give in, kind of
true.
relentlessness. But yeah, no, I mean she still has some growing up to do. But what are we talking about?
Arya.
Arya. We talk about that little fight scene with Brienne.
Yeah, which is pretty badass.
That was pretty badass. That was pretty cool. Um, and I think they're gonna end up becoming like like sparring partners because like at first like Arya was kind of schooling her,
Yeah.
and then Brienne just fucking booted her,
Yeah.
just kicked her right in the face or whatever, and then it was like a little bit more even after that. But it was I don't know like Brienne, you could tell she hadn't been challenged like that like really ever.
Yeah, because she was so much bigger than other people and just skilled at like sword fighting.
Yeah,
And now she's met somebody who can actually like, hold her own. And Arya is super small compared to her too, so
yeah, no, she is, and I think she might use that training with such like a big good swordsman, use that training for taking out the mountain maybe,
yeah,
kind
true.
of getting used to like fighting that huge person when you're just a little person, the David versus Goliath.
It's definitely a good training partner then if your target is somebody like the mountain.
Yeah, no, I mean that's about as close as you're gonna get without
Maybe
actually just
maybe
running
Arya
at
is
a
the one who's
mountain.
gonna kill them. Yeah.
Just run, just like fighting a mountain, like and maybe that's about the only other way you get anywhere close to him.
Could
But
I mean that'd be interesting having somebody just fight a mountain.
how how would that work? Where would you start? Would you start at the top, at the bottom?
I don't know. Is there like a handbook on how you fight a mountain?
Most certainly not.
Then I don't know. I guess anywhere, right? You'd be like
Yeah,
the first person, so you pick, and then that becomes the norm.
I guess you just gotta just pick and go with it. Rock it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about fighting mountains, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Um, Arya. What else? Do you have anything else on Arya?
No, she's a badass. I guess turned into a badass.
Yeah, no, she's definitely a badass now, and I like the whole scene with with the guards when she first came in, and they
Oh
just like
yeah,
they didn't know who she was, and they wouldn't let her in, and she just like, all right, fuck these guys, and just dipped, was hanging out down in the tombs.
yeah. They
Good
fuck
for
those
her.
guys.
Yeah, the one dude was big fat guy with a little helmet.
Yeah, he looks so awkward and
He
weird.
looks so weird. He had such a big, like, fat head, but he had this little helmet that was like kind of squeezing his head. You could tell. It was definitely not a comfortable helmet.
And it's just like, they're just like, oh, yo, Arya, she's dead. And it's like, yo, did you not just notice that Brandon Stark just wheeled his ass back into Winterfell after being thought that dead also? Like, Stark children just popping up
Yeah,
alive. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be like, oh, no, you're definitely not her. I'd fucking go get Sansa.
that's not your position to call, sir.
Yeah. And like Arya even says, she's like, okay, like, you don't believe me, you can turn me away. But what do you think Sansa's going to do if I am her sister?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, she got a point, dude. You should go get Sansa. And then it's like you just let this person in, you don't know who she is yet. Then you're arguing on who's gonna go tell Sansa, and you both turn your back away from her.
Yeah, that was like
Two of the most incompetent guards you could have guarding the fucking front doors to the Winterfell.
at least have one guy facing her while the other guy's like back is turned instead of just like standing side by side, both looking away.
Yeah,
Not
like
very
what?
smart.
Why? Maybe that helmet was crushing his brain, and he couldn't think properly, and the other guy's just fucking stupid.
He was just having an aneurysm.
Yeah, he couldn't process how one of them should be looking at the person who they just let in they didn't know.
Yeah, no, they forgot about him for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They forgot why they were having a conversation to go get Sansa.
All right, so who's gonna talk to her? Wait, what are we talking to her about? Oh shit, she's down.
Which is pretty much how it went down almost.
Mhm.
It was like, well, I don't want to tell her. And then the fat guy's like, yo, if you don't tell her, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
I'm just gonna just suck you in the teeth.
And they turn around, she's like, and the guy's like, I told her to wait right there. Yeah, okay. That's gonna stop somebody.
I know.
It's like, oh man, I'm trying to sneak into Winterfell, but that guard told me to wait right here. I think I should listen to him. So stupid.
Yeah, that's
Fire
yeah.
both of them.
Fire. Yeah, she said you need some better guards. She said that to Sansa.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
just
hire some better guards.
completely. It's not false. Like she's right. You need
No,
some better
yeah.
guards.
She's definitely right.
Jesus Christ.
Um, yeah, not much else happened in Winterfell. We could hop on down to John Dragonstone. Unless you had anything else for Winterfell.
No, covered everything.
Okay. So John Dragonstone, he's about to start mining the dragon glass. He brings Khaleesi in to kind of show her all this stuff. They find some hieroglyphics from the little children. Or no, the children of the forest. Right?
Yes.
Children of the forest. They had the little hieroglyphs, and they showed, they would live side by side with humans, and they fought against the Night King and all that. So he kind of used that to kind of not tug at our emotions, but just kind of make her realize, like, listen, this is kind of like this is something that's happened. It will happen. It is happening. Like, we need to be like them. Like, it worked for them last time. They stuck together. We need to do the same thing. And she agrees to if he bends the knee, which is
so she's not giving in.
Not giving in. I don't blame her. I don't blame him either for not doing it. But even though he didn't bend the knee, you could tell she still trusts him, because when she got the news about the Unsullied at Casterly Rock, she asked him for his advice.
Yep.
And you could tell that she actually valued his opinion, which, she doesn't let many people in, but she trusts him already. So
yeah, and she kind of took his advice too.
Yeah, she did. Which leads us, I guess, to right. I mean, we can talk about. No, there's nothing really to say about Theon, but
no, fuck Theon.
Yeah, all right, fuck Theon.
He's still alive. There you go.
Yeah, he's still alive, unfortunately. But yes, I guess we'll just By the time Theon showed up, he wanted to talk to Daenerys, and he's like, "Well, she's gone." He's like, "Oh, well, where is she?" And it cuts back over to Jamie and Bronn. They're kind of moving their army through whatever. I don't even know where the fuck they are. They're going back to King's Landing,
Yep.
with a bunch of gold, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the Dothraki, the Screamers come out. And dude, this was one of the better battles we've had
Yep.
on this show, and it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like the Battle of the Bastards we knew was coming. The Battle at the Wall we had a feeling was coming. Like all the big battles like have been kind of built up. This one just came out of nowhere. Like the scene before, we saw her like in Dragonstone, and then all of a sudden she's fucking wherever the fuck they were.
She's somewhere around the Tyrell territory and like King's Landing, basically. Like
Okay.
she's somewhere over there.
Yeah, but she comes riding in on a dragon, just setting everyone on fire.
I was screaming at my TV. I was very excited, hyped, and into it. I was screaming, "Burn them! Burn them alive!
Burn 'em!
Drop the hammer on them!" I was going crazy. My TV volume was at like 70, and I was just screaming.
You sound like the Mad King,
dude. When I was saying all this, I thought, "Wow, I sound like a psycho, the Mad King." But you know what? I don't care. Like,
I don't care.
I need a win right now for Daenerys, so I want everybody to just burn.
Absolutely.
And that was a brutal fucking like battle too. Like they really showed you what Dragonfire can do.
Yeah, it was tearing up like chunks of the battlefield.
Yeah, like did you like when like she almost kills Jamie in one part? Like the soldiers were like, in the I guess it was the archers fired at the dragon. Like she turned around, she came back, and like burnt them all. Did you see like they just were all ash like right away?
Yeah,
like, dude,
the wind,
oh my god,
the wind came and just blew them all away. Like they were like still standing there, and the wind came and just like took them all with it.
like fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
absolutely insane. And the Dothraki, like
savages.
just fucking twirling that crazy sword around,
Yeah.
fucking jumping off their horses,
they were
standing on the horse's arrows, like
arrows.
Yeah, dude, like
what?
Oh my god,
what? There was that one scene where Bronn was kind of riding right at the guy, and it looked like they were about to kind of do a joust thing, and all of a sudden he just drops down and just like takes the horse's leg off.
Yeah,
like that was, I thought that was such like a kind of like an image, because like these guys are used to fighting other knights and kind of like this certain sort of fighting style, and all of a sudden you got these Dothraki in here just like savage, cutting horses' legs off, and it's like, did not see that coming.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Absolutely, I'm okay with like the season being kind of slow at first now, because like this made up for it in my mind. Like, crazy fucking battle.
Yeah. Now, so did she get all that gold too, or did the
no? So, from what I understand, the gold all made it to King's Landing, and what they were transporting was the wheat from the Tyrell farmers that they wanted to take to King's Landing.
Yeah.
To deny Daenerys the food for her armies.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if she even really got the wheat, because she burnt a lot of that shit. Like
she burnt everything.
Like, yeah, she went to town with her dragon.
She was like, if we can't have it, you can't have it.
Yeah. But one thing that made me mad with what she did is when Bronn like goes to that dragon killer weapon, and he shoots it at her and it misses the first time, like she dodges it and she's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But she turns the dragon around and tries to go back. And I'll be honest with you, at that point, if I saw that big fucking javelin spear coming at me, like we just dodged it, I don't know if I'd actually risk the dragon at that point.
Yeah. No.
Like I'd be pretty nervous that my biggest dragon could potentially go down in this battle, and like I don't think she can afford to lose any of the dragons right now. So I was kind of
Definitely
pissed
not
off that
right
she,
now.
yeah, I was kind of pissed off that she just like turned Drogon around. And she's like, "Yo, let's try this," and then what do you know? She doesn't dodge the second one.
Well, I think that might be kind of her arrogance kind of showing through a little bit, her overconfidence. You know, because she wanted to fly right into King's Landing, like she
Yeah.
was, you know, maybe that's it's kind of her just being a little too confident. You know,
Well, hopefully now it kind of brings her down to reality, like in terms of like her dragons aren't invincible.
right? Yeah, no, I
You know.
mean, because yeah, he got hit, and I mean, he was kind of going down at first, but he eventually recovered.
Yeah.
So I guess I mean, obviously it hurt him, but it wasn't. It would take a couple of those things to
Yeah, or a
to
shot to the head.
yeah, sure, shot to that.
So, yeah, I mean, don't risk your dragons, Danny. Don't do it. Like, not right now.
Yeah, no, what you got to do is, you come in like after the battle started a little bit already, and then you just kind of put the fear of God into them real quick, and then you fly away. And then maybe
Yeah,
you come back in and do a couple strafing runs, but you're not gonna be in the thick of things. Like she just landed in the middle of the battlefield at one point. Like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah. Oh, well, I think she landed there because she wanted to get the fucking arrow out of him or
true,
out of her. But
true, but
yeah, I would fly away and
yeah,
then try to do that.
right, right. Like at that point, he was fine. He was flying again. Like it's not
Yeah,
just like fly like 20 seconds that way where nobody is and just pull it out real quick.
I don't know if like they're making her like make dumb decisions to show that she's like inexperienced, maybe, and arrogant, or like they just I don't know. They're not thinking it when they're writing this shit. But like, I think any like sensible person, when their dragon just got shot with a giant fucking arrow, would land away from the battlefield to try to mend the wounds of the
Yeah,
dragon, not in the middle of it. And I'm really hoping now that she knows they have weapons that can hurt her dragons, she takes that into account when she goes into battle now.
yeah. She's a
Like,
little bit smarter about it.
because it wouldn't be hard to just have your people scout and see where that weapon is. I mean, they hid it in a wagon, but it's a pretty big fucking weapon. So a big
Yeah,
wagon would have to have that on it.
right.
So it's like, just, I don't know, next time scout out a little bit, see if you can find it. And then if you could find it, you make that a priority. Don't
Then
just
yeah,
be
you take it
smart.
out.
Just be smart. And if you do get shot with it, don't land in the middle of the battlefield where Jamie Lannister happens to be.
Yes, probably the worst spot you could have landed.
Yeah, and then Jamie Lannister, maybe you don't charge dragon.
Yeah, that's another good tip. Um, yeah, so he ends up charging the dragon, and did we find out? I think it was Braun that saved him, but like I don't think you actually see. Do you?
I don't think so. It happened too quick. I didn't see who
Yeah,
saved him.
but I'm pretty sure it was Braun.
At first, I was like, he's not gonna do it. He won't charge the dragon. And then he started charging the dragon with the spear, and I'm like,
This
man,
motherfucker.
I was like, if you let Jamie kill a dragon right now, I'm be real pissed.
Yeah,
Like, don't do this. And then all of a sudden, the dragon's face comes into the screen,
it's like
opens
oh
its
shit.
mouth, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, yeah, I mean, maybe you regret what you did now, huh?
Yeah,
I know I would.
well, yeah, that's one of the last things you're supposed to ever see.
Yeah, is a dragon looking dead at you with its mouth open and fire starting to erupt out of it.
Yeah, but he got pushed off his horse into the water and just kind of started sinking until the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Now, question:
Yeah.
why was the water so deep when they were right next to the shore?
That's they were at like a lake, I guess. I don't think they were like by an ocean or anything.
Okay,
I think they were just by a lake.
this is weird because the dragon was sitting like at the foot of the water, and then like Jamie got tackled off the horse into the water from right there, and he's just like sinking like hundreds of feet. Like like that's
Yeah.
it's a terrifying lake. I would never go near that. Like
I mean,
you
yeah,
just
I
take a
guess
step in the
that's what it
water and
was.
just drop.
Yeah, like 200 feet down.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I think it
Crazy.
was like just a random lake that was there.
Okay. Well, I just thought that was peculiar.
Maybe it's just there. They did it that way to like give you dramatic effect.
It's possible.
Like he's
It's
just
possible.
sinking.
Yeah.
Because like if you just made him get tackled with the horse and then he just like hit the water and then like 2 seconds later it's like boom, oh there's the bottom, and then he stood up and he was just like out of the water.
Yeah. He's just standing right next to Khaleesi. He's like, well, this is awkward.
He's like, yeah, I know I just tried to kill you and your dragon, but please maybe don't burn me alive. Yeah, maybe that's why I did that, just to, I don't know,
No, that's fair.
because I don't think he gets captured. At least from what I've
No.
seen in like, the preview of the next episode, like it doesn't seem like he's there. So maybe they're using that to be like, he sunk down and I don't know, found some like way to get downstream or something without being seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with that gold hand, he's probably just sinking.
And that armor, that was like
Yeah,
heavy
that's
ass
true.
armor.
That's true. The armor. I didn't even think about the armor. So, yeah, he might be fucked. Yeah, I don't think he's dead though, but
Yeah,
They wouldn't have killed Jamie Lannister like that.
yeah, no, I I kind of get the feeling that Jamie's gonna make it to the end and he's gonna die. I think he's gonna die when he kills Cersei.
Maybe he killed himself.
Yeah, he could. That's a possibility. I definitely don't think he's gonna make it to the end of the show and like still be alive. But I definitely think he's gonna die in the episode that he kills Cersei.
I think he's definitely going to do something to redeem himself. It's like ultimate redeem himself for the whole Kingslayer thing, and then everything.
That he's done, yeah.
Yeah, since like back in Cersei or whatever. I think he's gonna do something to make up for everything.
Yep.
For sure.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't mind him anymore. I like him so.
No, yeah, I like him too. I like him too. Yeah, I like him and Braun. I think I just like Braun.
Bron's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Braun's just the man.
He's talking to like what was that Tarly's name? Dickin or something like that.
Dickin, he just laughed.
He starts
laughed in
laughing
his
at him. Like Jamie said the wrong name, and the guy's like, "No, Dickin." And Bron's just he starts laughing. He's like, "Dickin."
He's like, ah, Dickin.
And then like talking about like the battlefield, he's like, "Oh, I didn't think it was gonna smell like that." He's like, "Oh, you didn't know men shit themselves when they die? I learned that when I was 5."
Yeah.
Like, just I don't know. He's
He's,
just funny.
yeah, he's always got like a one liner or something lined up.
Yeah, and it's like I'm like torn because I like him and I don't want him to die, but he's trying to kill Dany and her dragon. So I'm like kind of like, bro, can you just get burnt alive right now? Like
I
I'd be
know.
okay with it.
I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna die, and I was like about to be really upset.
I mean, I'm kind of pissed. I feel like the fire was big enough to kill him. Like I don't think he jumped that fucking far off that.
Yeah.
And not only that, the tail came flying through the goddamn cart after. So realistically, I'm pretty sure he would have fucking died. I think they just like, oh shit, like this make this kind of dramatic. He'll just jump off and survive. But it's like, no, I'm pretty sure the dragon fire would have exploded the whole fucking area around him. Like I don't think he just makes it out with like a burn mark on his back.
No, I agree, and I even said that when I was watching it. But
Yeah,
no, it's Hollywood. They it's not like it's supposed to be like a super realistic show.
no, it's not. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that you need to just be like, okay, I just watched the dragon burn an entire fucking line of soldiers. You're telling me that the fire that was spit at that one cart hit that one cart and nothing around it, and he jumped off that cart far enough to not get killed?
He's surgical with that shit.
I'm all for like, exaggerating things, but fuck Bron. I don't give whatever. Well, he dies at this point. I mean, I like the guy. I like his character. He's funny as shit. He's a badass, but no.
If he dies, he dies.
You go against the dragons, and you're immediately my enemy.
Yeah, no, I could get behind that. Um, I'm trying to think. You got anything else? This episode, like I said, it wasn't a whole lot to talk about.
No, not really. Yeah, it was a short episode, and a lot of it was just really battle.
Yeah, no, a good part of it was just the battle. Yeah, which I don't mind. I
No,
don't
neither do
mind it,
I.
especially because it was so spontaneous. It was just like, oh, like we're doing this now. Like this is what we're doing to finish off the episode.
Yeah.
No, it was a pleasant surprise. Pleasant surprise. But what do you? I mean, I think this was probably the best episode so far this season.
Yeah, I'd agree. I definitely agree. Like I said, I think it made up for the slow start that the season had.
Yeah, for sure. It yeah, there wasn't much fighting really going on before. I'm trying to think. I mean, there was just they took over Castle Rock and there's a whole the High Garden thing. I guess there was a little bit of fighting with Euron
Yeah.
taking out the Yara and Theon, whatever. Um, but yeah, other than that, wasn't a whole lot of fighting going on this season. But they changed that. They
They did,
changed.
and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I was saying this with my brother when I was watching it. Like the first half of the show, like those battles, like really weren't that important because they just didn't really show any of them. They were
Yeah.
just like they would talk about it, like they're getting ready, they're riding in, and it would like cut to like people just throwing bodies onto a cart and like
Yep.
battle's over. It's like what happened? I want to see that shit. That's what I'm coming for.
Yeah. And now we got to see that. I got to see the dragon in action too.
Yes, yes, the dragon like fully in action.
Fuck shit up.
Yeah, no, just where's the other two? That's what I was wondering.
I thought that when they were like getting ready to use the dragon killer, I thought the other two were gonna come from the sides
Oh, and
and
then
like catch Bronn like off guard and be like, oh shit, like now there's two fucking dragons
yeah,
that are coming from the sides, the big ones in front, like shit, what do I do? What do I do? But I guess she just left them. She was like, fuck it, like I don't need three dragons. I just need my biggest one. And
yeah. No, I mean, I guess it worked.
yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't need all of them.
yeah.
Literally, you just need the one. Like,
He just took out the entire Lannister army with one.
yeah, she completely fucked on that army like it was nothing.
I mean, the Dothraki helped, but
I don't think she even needed them though. I'll be honest
yeah,
with you. I think if she just ran in with the dragon, like I feel like she could have did enough damage before they knew what was really like how to like do anything, and she would have been fine.
yeah. No, I mean, it's definitely possible.
Because like think about it, she at one point strafes the carts
Yeah,
on the
it
road.
took out like a half a mile of carts.
She could have just did that to the whole entire shield wall
It's
around the
true.
army. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't
Yeah,
have to use the Dothraki. She could have just brought the other two dragons if she wanted to, and left all the Dothraki back at Dragonstone.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
shit.
No, I know yeah, she probably could have. I mean, again, it's tough. Like if there's not guys on the ground distracting the Lannisters, like maybe they all just start taking aim at the dragon. That might be a different story, but
Yeah,
who are we to say? Who are we to say what a dragon can and can't do? Because
but the only thing
we've never
that
met one.
the only yeah, not yet, right?
Not yet.
The only thing that can like really hurt the dragon though is the actual dragon killer. Like those arrows, they bounced off its stomach.
Yeah, he got hit with like a whole volley of arrows, and it was just like,
And like the thing is that I don't think men could physically throw a spear hard enough to pierce the dragon.
that's a good point.
I think the only reason why the dragon killer works because the arrow is so big and it's so powerful when it shoots out.
Yeah,
That's what's able to like pierce the dragon like that. I don't think without that I don't think anybody could really do it unless you actually hit her. But that's
yeah,
it. I mean,
yeah. No,
shit.
that makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. Yeah,
But
no,
I'm
it's
happy that Dothraki were there. I'm happy we got to like see them in battle too. I don't think we really ever seen them do much,
no. I mean, we
right?
again
Like,
because we haven't really seen them in seasons. You know, when early on when Khaleesi was like actually Khaleesi with Khal Drogo.
yeah. But even then, I don't think we saw like a lot of battles.
No, we didn't. It was more just like kind of a handful of like one-on-one combat here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got to see
No,
them too, which was fucking great.
yeah, they were savages. That was awesome. I just you hear the like the rumble and you just hear the like
Yeah.
coming over the ridge. It's like, oh my god.
Just like they like live for battle. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's what that's what a life. What a life they live.
Yeah, you just ride around on your horse with your friends, killing people, raiding villages,
Just
making weird noises.
hanging with the boys and making weird noises and taking villages. You
That's the
know,
way to do it, man.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
Living the life.
Living the life. Um, but yeah, that's I don't got much else.
No, neither do I.
Um, don't think we have an ad for this.
No, I didn't think of one.
Neither did I. So no ad. We'll put one of those your ad here signs.
Yep.
Like your this is your future ad. Just like all you gotta do is just call this number. All you gotta do is just write us on Facebook.
Very easy.
Yeah,
Very, very easy. And not
very easy.
expensive.
Not expensive. Not at all. Um, so yeah, that's about it. We'll be back next week for episode 5. Um, I don't know. Go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe on iTunes. Wait, we're on iTunes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're on iTunes.
We're on iTunes. Confirmed. So go subscribe on there. I don't know. You got any closing words?
Uh Dragons are cool.
Dragons are cool.
No, yeah, I don't know. Let us know what you thought of the episode on Facebook, even though you probably won't, but I'll still look forward to hearing from people. So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, let us know what you think. Always open to feedback, good or bad, whatever you think. Um, yes, I guess until next time, just make sure you guys binge responsibly.